So I know that you have seen those really sweet ballerina portraits and the sculpture by Edgar Degas. If you like these, stop listening now because I'm probably about to ruin them for you. So Degas was a French painter in the late 1800s, early 1900s. He's famous for his paintings of ballerinas and as being one of the fathers of impressionism. Degas called himself a realist, and he liked to paint modern life, and he did not shy away from the harsh reality of life. Now, how closely have you looked at these paintings of these sweet little dancers? Have you ever noticed the men lurking in the background? That was on purpose. What you may not know is that in Paris in the late 1800s, ballet was not what it seemed. Many young girls from poor families were encouraged to join the ballet as a way to lift their families out of poverty. These little rats, or opera rats as they were called, were subjected to exhausting rehearsals, long hours, and often treated inhumanely by their instructors. Beyond that, though, were the men. So wealthy men back then were patrons of the ballet. And in the largest ballet theater in Paris, there was a room known as the Foyer de la Danse. This was supposed to be an area for dancers to rest and warm up, but the rich male patrons were allowed into the room and had full access to all of these young girls. The girls were encouraged to play to the men to try and gain their favor, and the men would often pick one of the girls and be their quote protector or patron, and then pay for the girl's apartment and food and other things for certain favors from the girls. Many people looked at ballerinas at the time as just kind of a high-paid prostitute. In many of Degas' paintings of dancers, you can see these men lurking in the background, waiting for the girls if you look closely. The famous Degas statue, Dancer aged 14, he even went a step further than that to make his point. Degas really studied criminality and believed that the facial features of humans could tell you about that person's criminal tendency. So he specifically made the face of this little dancer look kind of rat-like, and he put in some of the elements of supposed criminal facial features into her face. She was made of wax, but had real hair, real clothes, and was originally encased in glass as if she were a scientific specimen. Unsurprisingly, the sculpture was not well received when he first showed it, and this was the only sculpture he ever showed publicly. If you liked this story and found it interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out all of our other fun history tidbit videos.